All right, thank you for tuning in yet again. This is the Manga Report, episode 4. So this is for the week of 4 6 2020. Um, Getting into the titles for recommendation for this week. All right, so the first title that I'm recommending for this week is My Girlfriend is a Zombie. I think it has other translations for its name. If you, as you can see, it's a web novel comic, um, and it's pretty unique twist on a zombie apocalypse. Faced with doomsday, the special power inside Lee Mo was woken up. He found out that he could control zombies. Therefore, he could walk through the zombie crowd safe and sound using his power. And eventually, he met his beloved girlfriend, Eliana, but only to find out that she has already been transformed into a zombie. To help Ye retrieve her memories, Limo started his survival in Doomsday. So, really, what it's called and what its description shows you is what it's about. Guy has the ability to control zombies. He can make them fight for him, basically protect him while he goes and scavenges around so he can survive. So he ends up running into his girlfriend, who happens to be um, a mutation in the zombie apocalypse. Uh, she appears to have abilities no other zombie appears to have, um, and appears to have memories of him. So it's a little bit of a love romance, as you can see. It's action, fantasy, sci-fi, but there's a little bit of a romance story there too. So that's the first time I'm recommending for the week of April 6th, 2020. Next on the list, so that was from Wii Comics. Next on the list, we're going to Two Mix. And this is Boss in School. So, Boss in School, simple narrative here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into our narrator voice. Seth moves to a new school, and no one can defeat him. That is an oversimplification of this character. Seth Kong is, oh my god, it's good. Again, I apologize. A lot of the stuff I do is martial arts. This is a huge martial arts story. So as you see, it's a school life action updated every Tuesday on the Two Mix comic app. If you don't already have the app, it's good. Go ahead and download it. It's free. And so in this story, our main character is, like it says, is undefeated. Nobody can beat this guy. He goes to the school. The school's focus is on competitive sports or competitive martial arts, as it were. They competing and all that. So they basically get to fight in school with sanctions from the government. But he's also the leader of a gang called the Sunshine Group, and man, it's a good read. There's a lot that goes on in this story. And our main character, he has this. I would say he kind of has a death wish, but he really just wants to experience a great opponent and get stronger and continue to fight and be able to beat everyone. That's just really all his main drive. Really good story though. The next title that we're going to recommend for the week of April 6th, 2020 is Let's Play. So this is over on Webtoons, as you can see. Let's Play is a story that deals with a lot of what's the best word to use here? Um, Social disorders, in a sense. Not even social disorders, just social interactions. We'll say there are some people who do have some, like it says, anxiety and depression and stuff like that, and they're personified in here. It's pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, I think some of these chapters also have music. So when you're reading these, make sure you have your headphones on. So again, another thing that makes Webtoons kind of stand out above the rest of other apps is the fact that some chapters have audio to go along with the chapters. Story is okay. Let's read the narration first, and then I'll come back to that. All right. Updated every Tuesday about the creator, Mongi. I think that's Mongi. Yeah. Going into the summary. Narrator voice. She's young, single, and about to achieve her dream of creating incredible video games. But then life throws her a 1-2 punch. A popular streamer gives her first game a scathing review. Even worse, she finds out that the same troublesome critic is now her new neighbor. A funny, sexy, and all too real story about gaming, memes, and social anxiety. Come for the plot, stay for the doggo. Yeah, Bowser. Um, so, uh, as you can see, as it talks about the story, dealing with social anxiety, gaming, just basically just life. It's a really good. It's a great slice of life story. Um, there is a lot that Sam goes through. Sam is the main protagonist in the story, or our main heroine. Uh, she designed a it says designs a game, and the streamer Martial Law, which is the male you see here on the front cover, uh, he plays it, doesn't actually pay attention to the rules of the game, and gives it a bad review. And then he ends up moving in next door to her, and from there, their lives now become a lot more intertwined. Um, and then there's some things about Marshall that get discovered, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and like I said, a lot of the emotional or mentalities and things that people go through like in life are personified in this. So you get to see like anger, like I said, depression, anxiety, um, fear, stuff like that. It's all brought up in this story. And it's like you can't really trust anything surface because there's always another side to every story, and so a lot of characters get introduced. You kind of start to feel a certain way about them, and then something else gets revealed, and you're like, oh crap! Now I feel bad about feeling the way I did about that person. It's written really well. I like this story. So that's three titles. There's two titles left. Um, let's do another one from. Let's do another one from Two Mix. So we're gonna recommend from Two Mix. Let's do Bloodblade. All right, let's scroll all the way back up here to the top, and then boom, summary. Narrator voice, fantasy, action, apocalypse. All right. After being caught in an explosion caused by a meteor collision, Red wakes up to find out that everything has changed. Again, very simple summaries of these titles. They could do a little bit more, but that's where I'm here to expound. Like it says, hit by a meteor. Actually, him and his girlfriend are both hit by a meteor. Uh, she takes the brunt of the hit, um, and then the scientist. Well, let's backtrack. This meteor was actually brought to Earth by vampires. Let's soak that one in. Then the scientist uses four limbs from an ancient being, which is probably just another vampire, um, to save Red's life. Then the story is that of Red uh, dealing with the fallout of the vampire apocalypse. It's not a zombie apocalypse, it's a vampire apocalypse. So, again, let's chew on that one. All right, and the last title that I'm recommending for April 6, 2020 is going back to Webtoon. And we are going to do The Gamer. So, The Gamer. Let's get into that. Updated every Friday, which is the same day we do the manga review. So this is the summary. Narrator voice. What if your life is just like playing a game? What if you can upgrade your status and gain more levels? A fantasy world is coming right at you. So this is a story of Han Ji Han, uh, Korean title. I think the author's name is or as the author and the artist, names of Song Yong Seong and Song Ah, maybe. I'm sorry, Hangul is not a language I'm really good with. I apologize if I butchered those. Um, but let's put it like this. This is the simplest way I can do it. You wake up one day and you can now see status bars, ranks, and levels of everyday people. You now find out that this underground society that's been going around all this time, and you've had no connection to it, and now all of a sudden you are just thrown in the middle of it, and you have the ability to level up with no apparent level cap, and everything is just like an RPG for you, or actually not even just RPGs, but just video games in general, like different types of video games. Like there's some tower defense aspect that you end up getting later on in the game. You can party out with people, share experience points with people. You get skill abilities. Just it's a really good read. So that's the last title that we're doing for the week of April 6th, 2020. And with that, I want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy. And remember, as always, stay salty.